things have been happening in the NWSL world. They're quaking all over the US.
Like, seriously, there's a lot going on. So this video is going to be kind of about the draft, the expansion draft that just happened, but we're just gonna kind of chat. We're kind of bring our own spin on it, because as many people know, the expansion draft has just happened, but there's so many nuances to drafts and the NWSL drafts. People go to 4 years of college to understand what's going on. Sarah and I do not know those nuances, so we're not really going to talk about the draft in that respect. We're going to kind of just take it from fans, more of a casual fan about the draft knowledge, because I didn't know this. I was watching someone's analysis about the draft, and sports drafts are like American. That's like an American thing. Like,
yeah, I was thinking, I don't really see it in other places. Like,
yeah,
so, UK or whatnot.
I think it's kind of cool when things are strictly like American. Like, I always think that's kind of like football. Like, you and I grew up, college football is big in the Midwest where Sarah's from. It's just like
too big. Calm down.
The college football draft, but you hear so much about it. So
much coverage on it.
Yeah. So drafts are so American, which is so funny, because you think about things like, everyone says pumpkin pie is very American. Like, and we love pumpkin pie, right?
Whoa. I hate pumpkin pie, and I do not like pecan pie either.
Look for timestamps down below. Maybe something might be interesting that we will talk about today, but it's not really going to go in depth. There's analysis out there on YouTube and articles that definitely go there if you want to hear more like in-depth nuanced coverage about the draft, because Sarah and I don't really understand a lot of it.
We're just a lover channel, so deal with it, y'all.
The NWSL expansion draft happened last night, and for those who are wondering what the expansion draft actually is,
so pretty much the expansion draft is part of the NWSL for the two expansion teams, Angel City FC and San Diego Wave FC, and pretty much they select players from existing teams in the league. So they're trading around. So that's the expansion draft.
So there's two new teams in the NWSL, both from California. I first of all think that's kind of wild, because
you're a California girl yourself.
I am. I'm a Northern California person, and I just think that's kind of wild altogether that there's two teams. They're both from Southern California. I mean, because we've talked about Southern California is like really big on soccer. So I think that's, first of all, that's so cool to have two teams, and also just more teams coming into the league. And, it's growing. It's not getting smaller. It's growing.
Mm-hmm. More teams, more players, yeah.
Yeah, it's becoming bigger rather than smaller, and I think that's really cool. For this expansion draft overall, there was a lot of rules. Like I said, I kind of read what the rules were. I listened to coverage what the rules were, but there's a lot of rules. So realistically, San Diego and Angel City FC only had like a limited amount of teams they could even select from. It's always exciting, but we're only going to kind of talk about some players that we've talked about on this channel. I guess I'll mention this now. Remember last year, Racing Louisville had the expansion draft, and they selected that big, crazy selection of TOBIN and Kristie.
Oh, yeah.
And many think, and we think, TOBIN and Kristie were kind of blindsided by that whole thing happening.
Yeah.
And I think now there's this new wave. They want people going to places, especially notable players, but they want people to be where they're going to be happy, especially the big players.
Yeah.
They don't want to be blindsided. They don't want to go where they're not going to be happy. They're talking about a lot of people were selecting people from Southern California just because you want to play, you don't want to play somewhere you don't want to play, but being that blindsided. TOBIN immediately unfollowed Portland and everything because she was blindsided.
They did her dirty. So
I think that's an era of NWSL that it's not going to be like that as much anymore. Okay, so a lot of moves had already been made, a lot of trades, and a lot of things had already happened even before the expansion draft happened. So what we're going to do, we're just going to talk about the notable things that we would talk about on our channel. One of the players who was left unprotected from a team that didn't have any protection was Houston Dash. One of the players was Kristie. She's pretty much the channel. Her and Sam are pretty much our channel right
now. Oh,
dear. And in the second pick overall, San Diego chose Kristie. So there you go. She was chosen, which means she was leaving Dash, which I think is wild to begin with because she had been with Dash for so long. And I think most people saw the writing on the wall. I think, she wasn't protected. This is our storyline in the show, but Rachel still signed a contract with Dash, and I think she just wanted a fresh face anywhere. I think she knew she was being picked. 100% I think she knew she was being picked.
Interesting.
So what did you think about, when you first heard about that, what did you think?
I thought that was wild. I could totally see her, California babe.
Yeah, I know. I already had her in a surfboard. I
had her waxing her board.
Yeah, I had her
catching the sharks.
Hiding from the paparazzi in Southern California. So she was picked.
Another notable player that got drafted that I hold a special place in my heart for. A fellow Midwestern, if you will. PAIGE NIELSEN. She was acquired by Angel City FC. From Washington Spirit. So, I mean, she'd been with Spirit for I don't know how long, but it feels like forever. I was excited that she's going to Angel City FC. What's up?
Yeah, California. She's gonna be a California girl.
I think her sister lives in California.
Oh, does she?
So.
Okay, that makes sense. So that was exciting. But even just watching the process of drafts and the little nuances, the little looks people give each other, the little, the nods, the little blinks they give each other.
They're in the know. It's like fantasy football. I'll never understand it.
Yeah, I don't get fantasy football either. Directly after the draft ends, the trade window opens officially.
Whoa.
And that is when another exciting thing featuring our girl Kristie happens. The California girl was going to be a California girl no longer. She got traded to Gotham. And
you don't know how that made me feel.
Gotham Sarah's team.
Oh, okay. Yes, Gotham FC is my team. And now they have Allie and Ashlyn. And now they have Kristie. I'm sorry, it's turning into the greatest team ever. So I'm sorry I told everybody. Sorry, I was on Gotham even before everybody was.
And then Carly Lloyd, she tweeted, she goes, "Oh, I wish I was still playing." Yeah.
That would have been the best team. I'm sorry, the best. The bestest estest.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So immediately she got traded to Gotham. $200,000.
Dang.
In allocation money.
That's some good money right there.
$200,000. That is pretty freaking cool. And again, I think she knew where she was going all along. I don't think any of it was a surprise. I think she knew exactly what was going to happen. I don't think they want to blindside the players. I don't think they do. So that was the big news. Also, officially, Alex Morgan was traded to the Wave San Diego and
San Diego Wave FC
for $275,000.
Oh.
That's a lot of money. So a lot of exciting things. And again, Alex Morgan is from Southern California.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego has a pretty hot team. Like, they have Kaylin Sheridan now. She was traded from Gotham. Alex Morgan, Abby Delkemper.
Oh, yeah.
She was traded from Dash.
And she's from California, too.
Yeah, Katie Johnson, traded from the Red Stars. Jody Taylor from Pride. And they also had the #1 overall pick in 2022 NWSL draft.
Yeah. So, I mean, San Diego is looking like a pretty hot team. I'm saying San Diego, Gotham's looking like a...
Gotham is still going to be my team. I mean, Allie and Ashlyn and Kristie.
What about Angel City? How does Angel City look right now?
So, Angel City, we had some trades. Savannah McCaskill, she was traded from Louisville. Like we said, PAIGE NIELSEN from Washington Spirit. Simone Charlie from the Thorns, she was, and also Sarah Gordon from the Red Stars was traded. Dee Harachich from Gotham, one of Gotham's goalies as well. And let's not forget about Julie Ertz. She was traded from the Red Stars to Angel City.
Yeah, so this is exciting.
Sarah back together again.
That's what we. Oh, Gordy, yeah,
because they're from the Red Stars.
Yeah, and and I feel for Orlando Pride's fans. They lost Alex Morgan and Crashland. So I feel bad for Orlando's fans. Losing 3 major fan favorites, major stars, major everything. That's hard. Yeah. And also, Dash, losing Kristie is a big thing. She was a big part of their team. And, them losing Kristie, that's just hard. But I'm excited for the 2 new teams,
What's everyone's team? We want to know what's your team. I mean, San Diego and Angel City are both looking pretty hot.
And also,
Gotham.
Casey Stoney is going to be the coach of San Diego.
And Freya Coombe, Angel City.
Yeah. But my question is for European fans. Because Casey Stoney is going to be the coach there, does that kind of draw you into wanting to watch more of the NWSL games? Because NWSL, it doesn't have the most international viewers. You know, it's pretty, I would say most people watch it. Most are probably from the US.
You get some Twitch viewers.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Does it make you want to watch the NWSL more because Casey Stoney is there? And then also, so Kristie is in Gotham. As we know, New York and London are not that far apart from each other on a plane. It's a pretty quick flight in regards to intercontinental travel.
I do recall Sam posted about it.
Sam posted about
it.
And Liz, she said looking up flights.
Something like that.
So she's excited. Is there still a possibility Kristie can go on a short contract to Tottenham? Sure. I believe so. I believe that could still work.
No, Gotham, just hold on to her. Sorry, I'm obsessed with Gotham.
I think that could still happen, but it's exciting. And, just making soccer bigger, especially for, there's a lot of casual American football fans, meaning NFL fans. There's a lot of casual baseball fans. I think making NWSL having more casual fans, I think that makes soccer bigger overall. You know what I mean?
Let's make it more so there's more diehard fans.
I think both. I guess both. I guess broadening the appeal. And there's a lot of money to be had out there, which I love to see. Owners are taking ownership more seriously. They're treating their players with more respect. The whole system is, I hope, changing.
They better be.
What's happened in the last year. And also there's a bunch of different rules that are happening with the US soccer, the way that it's integrated. That's actually shifting right now as we speak. I don't know enough about that to even speak on that, but things are evolving rapidly, and I love it. I love to see it. This is exciting. Tonight is actually the college draft. It's the college draft, the NWSL draft, and so that should be really exciting.
I'm looking forward. I hope I'll get drafted.
Number one water girl.
Yeah, dude. I'll be anything.
You know what? You can, and the baseball announcers have actually been traded to each other. I guess not drafted, but they've been traded.
Whoa, I will be traded. Hey, me and Marissa Pilla, we could switch.
No one can take Marissa Pilla's job.
Okay, sorry.
I love Marissa Pilla. She's a babe. What do you guys think? What was interesting about the draft for you? Are you a European and you don't understand the draft? Because Sarah and I we don't exactly understand draft, but there is people who have studied this stuff, and it's pretty interesting. It's very interesting, actually.
Yeah. And what team are you most excited for? What's going to be your new team? I hear we got quite a few DMs that Gotham might be their new team.
Oh, did we? Okay, good.
A lot of Allie and Ashland fans.
Yeah. So, what does everyone think? Questions, comments down below. Yeah, very exciting. It's exciting. Any which way you slice it, exciting. Have a good night.
All right, bye.
Bye.